Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as I said that I will come up with a video on the family chart of the main books of Cora Rielly, so main series of Cora Rielly. So I that's what I'm gonna give a brief about in this video. So let's start. Now, the main two series of Cora Rielly, the big ones, and which are more interrelated, are the first is Born in Blood series, and the second one is the Cammora Chronicles. Now, I have my notes here, so I'll be seeing down. So if I'm not looking straight, just don't mind. Okay. Now, Born in Blood Mafia series, there are a total of 7 books, and there are 2 novellas. Now, I'll give a briefing of all the 7 books in like a little bit of detail, and who is paired up with who, and who has who's child, like that. The first one is Born by Honor, which is a book, between Arya and Luca, which is like the most famous one, the first book in the series. Now, this book is from Arya's point of view, while the first novella in the series, is zero point 0.5, is the same book, but it's from Luca's point of view, and there are certain extra scenes. So I would recommend, like, I'm a big fan of this series and Cora Rielly in general. So I have read every book in this series, and I would definitely recommend you to read, because you get certain more insights, in the of the story, and it's always better to know more. For me, it is. So I read all of them. Now, the second book, and one more thing. Now, Arya and Luca. Now, Luca belongs to the New York Familia, and Arya is the daughter of Scudery. He is a part of the, Luca is the capo, the main head, but Arya's father, he's like a underboss. I think underboss is the right word. I'm not sure. Of the Chicago outfit. Now, there is kind of a war going on between both. Not a war, but like they're not at peace, to be exact. And that's they both were arranged to get married, so that things get better between both the families. So Arya got married to Luca. The second book in the series is Bound by Duty, which is a book about Dante, who is actually the head of the Chicago outfit, and he is paired up with Valentina. And we'll come to the children's later. First, we're just going on the who is paired up with whom, and a little bit background about the book. The third book in the series is Bound by Hatred. Now, Arya is three. There are 3 sisters: Arya, Gianna, and Liliana. Now, the second sister is Gianna, who is actually she, in her father's eyes, she's the black sheep, because she doesn't listen, and she's like, a little feisty, and she does what she wants to do. So she is arranged to marry Matteo, and she runs away. But Matteo is actually, he's the hunter kind of a person. So he, if you say no to Matteo, he will definitely do that particular thing. And when she ran away, it was like a challenge to him, and he loved her also. So he went after her, and then they got married. But the relationship between the Chicago outfit and the New York Familia started to strain, because after what Gianna did, she ran away, and that her father didn't like that, and he wanted to punish her, but Matteo didn't let him, and he got married to her. So in his eyes, it was like they're going against him. But then he was not the the capo, so he could not take that big decision. Then the fourth book which we have in the series is Bound by Temptation, which is about the third sister, that is Liliana and Romero. Now Romero is actually like Luca was the capo and Mateo is his brother, so he's the underboss. And then Romero is like their very trusted soldier. So obviously Liliana is underboss's daughter, so she won't be married to a normal soldier. It was arranged for her to marry someone old, but on the day of the wedding she killed him because she was in love with Romero. They both were in love with each other, and they ran from Chicago, where her marriage took place, and they went to New York, and Luca and everybody was involved in this. So this actually set a kind of a war between the Chicago and the New York outfit, and now they were actually total 4 children: Aria, Gianna, Liliana, and Fabio. Now Fabio's book is actually in the Cammora series, because after the 3 daughters, like how they betrayed their father, he thought that there's problem with the mother in the bloodline, and he started treating his son very bad, and which ultimately made Fabiano to run away, and he went to Las Vegas, and that becomes there's a different book which I'll talk to later when I come to the Cammora series in details. Now 4 books done. The 5th book in the series is about the name is Bound by Vengeance. It is between Growl and Cara. Now Cara is a part of the the family, but Growl is the son of Remo's father. So he's like not a step brother, but kind of, and Growl and Remo are like sworn enemies. So I'll tell you in detail who Remo is when we come to the Cammora series, definitely. But for now, just remember that there is someone named Remo, and he has a bastard brother, which is Growl, and Growl is the executioner. So it takes time for Cara's mother to actually accept him, but it's like, I love him and I'll be with him, I don't care what you think. It's like that. The next book, the 6th book in the series, is Bound by Love, which is actually from the point of view of Luca and Aria. First Luca and Aria got married, then Gianna, then Liliana, and all of they have separate books, but they are from their particular point of view. For example, Gianna's book is Gianna's point of view, but at that particular time, what is going on inside Aria and Matteo, Aria and Luca's hair, what is going on in their lives. So in Bound by Love, we see their perspective of all these series, even when they ran, Remo and Lily ran away, how they deal with their relationship. And in this book you also see them having their family, they had their daughter, then another son. So I'll come to the children later. Then you have the 7th book in this series, which is Bound by Past, which is actually Dante's version of something that happened that is related to the Cammora series, which I will come to later, because for that you need to know the basics of the Cammora series. So for now, we'll keep the 7th book in hand. Now the 7.5 book, that is the Bound by Blood the 7th book in the series, which is Bound by Blood Anthropology. I have already made a video on that. Check out the link. It's a fabulous book. You see all of them having children and all that. So I've already made a video on that, so just go and check that out. Now we move on to the Cammora series. Now Cammora series is actually based in Las Vegas. So the first book is about Fabiano, as I told, the brother of Aria and the 3 sisters. Now when he was treated very badly, he, instead of going to his sister, because he somewhere blamed his sisters because it was because of them that he was going through the treatment his father was, like the way his father treated it, the main reason was the way his sisters acted. So he was kind of not in good terms with his sisters. So he went to Las Vegas, where he met Remo. Now, there are four brothers: Remo, Nino, Savio, and Adamo. Now there is a war going on in Las Vegas between the four brothers on one side and their father on the other, and ultimately, obviously, the Remo and the brothers win. So this is the point where Fabiano helps them. Now, when Fabio went to Las Vegas, obviously he was small, he didn't know much, so it was kind of, he grew up with Remo and the family, and he became a part of them. This book is about Fabiano and Leona. She's an outsider. It's like a different, she does not belong to the mafia world. Now, the next book which we have in series is Twisted Emotions. Now, Fabiano, now we already know that there's a war going on between the Chicago and the New York outfit because of what Liliana did. Now, there has been no like exact war, but there has been no peace. Okay, they just find they just need a right right time, or like they're neither in peace nor they are in like exact war, like they are shooting and all that. But like, if someone from the outfit comes to Chicago, he's not going back. From the Chicago to New York, he's not going back. It's like that. So and also Fabiano is against the outfit because of what his father did to him. So he has this aim of killing his father. So they, like, it's said na ki enemy is a friend. So to make relationships better between Las Vegas and New York, there is again an arranged marriage between Chiara, who is Luca's one of the cousins, and Nino, who's the second brother. Because now for everyone, Remo is a psychotic person. Okay, so no one wants to give their daughter to Remo, and he's not ready to marry also. So it's Nino who's like the first option, who becomes the first option instead of Remo. So they both are married. Now Nino is someone who does not feel any emotion. He has to stimulate them. But Chiara is like, don't ever stimulate love. But obviously at the end of the book, he actually starts to feel things for her and falls in love and all that. Which is actually like how these book ends. They are like all these macho mans in the beginning, but they go soft for their woman by the end. Now, then we have the third book in the series, which is Twisted Pride, which is about Remo, who is the capo of the Las Vegas Mafia, and Serafina. Now, Serafina is the cousin of Dante. So now Serafina was supposed to marry someone, and on the date of her wedding, she was kidnapped by Fabiano and Remo. So initially they thought to go for Scudri, Fabio's father, directly, but they thought, no, let's twist things and all that, because at the end of the day, Remo is a psychotic person. You need to remember that. So they kidnapped her, and meanwhile they both fell in love. But then Remo sent her back home because he wanted her to come to him on her will. And Serafina thought that he's just sending her away because he does not want anything more to do with her. And when she went there, she realized she's pregnant, but she didn't go back because she didn't want to be a burden. But later there is a lot of drama in this book. Adamo got kidnapped, and then she, with Adamo, had to come back to Remo. And there's a lot of drama, and it's a good book. You need to definitely read that. Now, what is happening here, Chicago's, if you want the Chicago's point of view, Dante's point of view, that is what is in the book, the 7th book, Bound by Past, which I said we are keeping it on hold, if you remember. So what is happening in Chicago when she's kidnapped and everything, that from Dante's point of view, it's in Bound by Past. Now the fourth book in the series is Twisted Bond, which is the second book about Kiara and Nino. It's like, their point of view of what happened when Serafina was kidnapped and everything. And then it's in this book, they have children and everything. Who are their children and everything? We'll come to that. Now, the fifth book in the series is Twisted Hearts, which is about Savio and Gemma. Now, Gemma is his best friend's sister, so it also falls apart from the Mafia category, also in the falling in love with my brother's best friend. And frankly speaking, this book did not have a lot of action like the others were, like, because of the other book the standard is so high, so I think it was not that, this book was not that good, but like it was okay-ish. And the last book in the series, which actually has recently released, I think it has released in 2021, which is Twisted Cravings, between Adamo and Dinara. Now, Dinara is from the Russian outfit. Russian's outfit, which is the Bravata. So, a lot of drama again, and I absolutely love this series. It's just very close to my heart. I love Mafia series in general, and Cora Rielly is the one which has given me really, really good ones. Now, let me tell you something. There are only two writers whose like Mafia books I really love. First is Cora Rielly, and second is Adelaide Forrest. She is absolutely amazing, and I think I may make a video on like her books, but like the fifth book in the series has not yet released, so I'm waiting for it to release. I'll read it and then I want to make a video. If you guys want that, like, just go in the comment section and tell me. And I absolutely love this series. It just is a full package. There is family drama, a lot of blood. Now, I'm a vampire fan, so I'm not saying I'm blood fan like that, but like there's a lot of action and all that stuff, so it's a really, really good series to read. Now, this video has already been long, so I think I'll talk about the children's in the next video, which I promise will come out. I'll try not to keep a lot of gap between the two. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video and for all the support you've been showing. I'm coming up with the audiobooks slowly. I'm trying to put at least one a week. Earlier I used to post one a day, but the videos has to go with through a lot of checking and processing and everything, so because of that they take a lot of time. And so I hope you people can patiently wait. Put in the comment section what new videos you want. I would love to know what you people think. Thank you so much for watching and supporting.